Hey, how's it going, everyone? Thanks for stopping by the video. This is the third video in a series of videos that I am doing about the Call of Duty World War II Resistance DLC. If you missed the first two videos that I uploaded this weekend, I have linked them in the description in a playlist link. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the new map Anthropoid, as well as the Resistance Division, and then I guess we'll see where we're going to go from there. Maybe talk about Call of Duty World War II, maybe talk about the future of Call of Duty, I don't know. I'm going to leave the end open to wherever my mind wants to wander. Before I go any further, I want to thank Activision once again for flying myself and many other YouTubers out to California to record this DLC early. Appreciate you. It was very fun. And I want to make a correction to my video from yesterday about the map Valkyrie. I got super excited about a supposed Easter egg that I found on the map Valkyrie. So, just to quickly remind everyone, Valkyrie was a plot to assassinate Hitler in his Eastern Front headquarters, Wolf's Lair. And there was a movie about it that came out 2007-2008 range with Tom Cruise, and the guy who was trying to carry out the plot had a patch on his left eye because he lost his left eye in Tunisia earlier on in the war. But I thought I found this Easter egg on the map Valkyrie where I saw his character model on the players. Turns out that it's not really an Easter egg on Valkyrie. That's just what your character model on the Resistance Division looks like. When you have the Resistance Division equipped, that's what your character model looks like. And that was talked about previously. I guess I missed the trailer explaining that and the many briefings about the Resistance DLC because I don't read online. I didn't drop out of college to read. So that's my B. I appreciate you guys still watching these videos if you're watching this one. Today we're going to talk about Anthropoid, which was also an assassination attempt that was successful. The assassination of Reinhard Heydrich, I believe, is how you pronounce that. One of the foremost authorities in the Nazi regime, and one of the architects of the Holocaust. So probably a good guy to assassinate if you're going to assassinate someone. I don't know much about Anthropoid. I guess there is also a movie about this assassination attempt. I guess a successful assassination is how I should characterize it. Starring Cillian Murphy of Dunkirk and Batman Begins and Dark Knight fame and many other Christopher Nolan movies. So maybe I should check that movie out. I don't know if any of you have seen it. And maybe I should have caught the memo that this was going to be about secrecy and trying to take people out when that's kind of what this division is about. I don't know what to say about the map too much. It was my least favorite of the two new maps. I'm going to say two new maps because one of the three new multiplayer maps, not including War, is a remake. So it's like I'm choosing between two maps, and I liked Valkyrie slightly more than Anthropoid, but it's not a bad map. I feel like I didn't have enough time to play it to understand the layout. The layout of Valkyrie seemed a little more simple to understand, more 3 lanes than this. In the time that we were recording, Anthropoid might take a few more plays to kind of get the layout of in my head. There's a little bit of verticality. B-site is interesting. I think I'm uploading a domination gameplay. I have 2 to choose from, and I'm not actually watching the gameplay while I'm recording this, but hopefully you'll get to see B-site and see the verticality that it faces on one end, and then there's stairs and the boats and the water. It's an interesting setup. Resistance Division in general, pretty fun to play with. It had me missing Commander Pro from Modern Warfare 2. There were a couple of times when I went to stab, and I was just a little short. Whiffed on that stab, and I was like, man, if I had Commander Pro, I would have just slid to the person like I have soap on my shoes for some odd reason. But that's all right. It was pretty fun to play with the Division. I don't think it's going to be a mainstay for a lot of people, but it's certainly a nice change of pace division. Maybe something to help you out in search and destroy. Scrambling the minimap is always kind of, I don't know how practical it is. From other Call of Duties, there have been perks. Is that what we used to call them? I'm getting so mixed up because we changed the names of all these things in the multiplayer classes, but I believe there was perks that scrambled your minimap, and I never felt like that really helped me as a player when I'm scrambling other people's minimaps. Maybe you guys would disagree, but it kind of makes you more aware when you see your minimap is scrambled. I maybe can't see what's going on around me, but it's essentially a visual cue that you need to be on high alert because there is someone around you who could potentially kill you. I guess you should be on high alert at all times anyway, but sometimes you're not and you get clipped, but you're not going to be not on high alert. Kind of a double negative there. If your minimap scrambles, you're going to be looking around. So I don't know I don't know like how practical that is, but it's a part of the Division, and the knife is cool. Little old school Call of Duty knifing. That's pretty fun to do. Don't know if I'm going to use this, like I said, in my everyday use, but it was certainly fun to mess around with at the DLC capture event. So that's all I really had to say about the map and the Resistance Division. If you guys had any thoughts on that, leave them in the comment section below. I wanted to briefly touch on an interesting conversation I had at the DLC capture event that is a complete change of topic. I hope you'll stay with me. Maybe you have nothing better to do and you're still here. I would appreciate it. If you got things to do, I understand. But I was talking to Hutch, old school YouTuber, one of the first gaming YouTubers I watched, a guy I have a lot of respect for, a guy who has always been kind to me at capture events, and a guy who always has something on his mind, something worth talking about, in my opinion. And we were talking about Fortnite and how it feels like Fortnite is the first game in a while to really pop up new channels and really drive a lot of stream traffic as well as a lot of YouTube traffic. PUBG drove a lot of stream traffic. I can't myself think of a large PUBG channel. And again, this is a total characterization by myself and the YouTuber Hutch. So maybe this is totally opinion based and doesn't have any facts surrounding it, but it kind of feels like the group of YouTubers that would be excited about and uploading the most Call of Duty content is split between Call of Duty and Fortnite, and favoring Fortnite in a way because that's the newer game. I don't think Call of Duty will ever truly die as a franchise. It's such a well-established franchise at this point. It's like Madden for shooters. But there's certainly more options for games now than there were in 2011. With the advent of more powerful computers and the types of things you can do on those computers that you could not do previously in games that feel so exciting and new, like the Battle Royale genre and all of the twists and turns that studios are putting into those games and making them interesting. It's a different time in gaming. And I don't know if my friends and I played Call of Duty. I don't know if the videos would even get the same love or feel the same pop that they used to. We went back to Black Ops 2 a little bit before World War II came out, and we never ended up really playing World War II. We played a little zombies. I wish we would play Call of Duty more. I do like Call of Duty. I play it on my spare time. It's probably the game I'm playing third most right now. Between Fortnite, Rocket League, and Call of Duty, I would put it at number 3. When this DLC drops, which I believe is today, I think the maps come out today, the 29th, or maybe it was the 30th. I don't fully remember. Good COD YouTuber. I'm definitely going to be hopping on some World War II and getting on these new maps and enjoying myself some old school Call of Duty. But it's an interesting time on YouTube because it feels like everyone and everything is so spread out. You really have to, more than ever, go with what your passion is in games, even if it goes against the conventional wisdom. Conventional wisdom can put you in a box and prevent you from growing, and I've been very susceptible to that in the past, and I'm trying to get away from that in the future, but it's difficult because sometimes you'll try new things and you'll fall flat on your fucking face and get no views, which is a real bummer. My first World War II DLC video I uploaded got very decent views compared to some of the other stuff I've been uploading, and the second one fell pretty flat because I thought I found a super cool Easter egg, and it turns out it really wasn't an Easter egg, and I'm not a Call of Duty tips channel, and I should remember that. But I don't know. That was just a little rant I wanted to go on talking about the current state of games, and it does feel like Fortnite has made a cultural impact. I have people in my everyday life asking me if I play Fortnite. Making it free on console and PC and then selling in-game cosmetics is a business model I hope other games look towards, because when games are free, they can garner a much larger audience than games that are not free, especially if they're great games. I mean, that's Dota, that's League levels of knocking it out of the park and getting viewership. So interested to see what's happening with the future of Fortnite and Call of Duty and all stuffs in video games. All stuffs, very professional terminology on this channel. Thank you guys for watching. Again, links in the description to other DLC videos if you wanted to check them out. And have a great rest of your day.